Hi guys, it's Portland Baby. I am at my friend's house and she's probably pissed off that I'm deciding to film a YouTube video right now. But I wanted to speak on this and speak on it the second I could, or as fast as possible, because I just can't let it sit in my mind any longer and it's just getting annoying. So I've been wanting to make a video on working at Dutch Bros for a long time.
I'm just finally gonna speak on it.
I worked there. You are now in my video.
Hello. At the Magico, HEAUX.
Basically, I worked there when I just graduated high school. I had been waitressing and I wanted to work at like a cool job.
Bitch, you thought.
My interview was already like
where the judgmental shit started.
So your interview is like 2 to 5 employees standing there judging you by your outfit, the way you talk, how you look, literally everything. And I know they did this because they would talk about someone after an interview. They'd be like,
oh my god, she was so annoying.
Or, oh my god, like,
she was so ugly.
I cannot make this up. Also, it's mostly white people that work there, obviously. They would throw away resumes the second they got handed them, or applications. Like, a girl would come in and they would literally turn around and be like, that girl was so ugly, and throw a resume in the garbage. So also, I need something to spit on. Also, so let's talk about training before I get into their racism. So at training, you would take a test, and if you didn't pass that test, you weren't hired. Once you were hired, you had to take another test, and they give you like a couple hours to memorize like 50,000 questions, and they're pretty stupid. Some of them are like trick questions because you used to be able to decide on when you want to give out a free drink or not. And then I would get in trouble sometimes because I'd be like, oh, this person's having a bad day, I'm gonna give them a free drink. And then my manager would pull me into the bathroom and be like,
why did you give that girl a free drink? Like, just because she was crying over a flat tire? Like, that's not a reason.
And I'm like, it literally says in the handbook to give someone a free drink if you feel it's valid. So they're pretty picky and choosy, not only on race, but on how you treat people. Also, the girls in the stand are very catty and rude if they do not like you. Managers will talk about you behind your back. Coworkers will talk about you behind your back. Pretty much everything you do.
I'm holding it for you.
You just like my cameraman?
Yeah.
I should have wrote this stuff down, but I just started like filming right away because I was just so angry. My friend messaged me some stuff that she wants me to read, but I'm not going to say her name out of privacy. She was a assistant manager until a couple days ago. She quit because they didn't want to speak on Black Lives Matter and the racism that's going on, because they want to stay neutral. And that's a very Dutch Bros thing to do, because they're like that with everything. If you go up to a manager and you're like, so-and-so called me this, they're like, oh, well, we don't want drama in the stand, and they usually don't do anything about it. This girl used to literally call me stupid during my shifts because I would like mess up when I first started, and then other girls would like
every human ever.
Yeah, it was not a fun environment. It was like eat or be eaten, you know what I mean? Like, they were very mean there. Also, let's talk about how they treat their employees. So, you know how you might not want to go to Dutch because you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to them. They don't want to talk to you.
I was just gonna say that the workers at Dutch Bros definitely seem like they just talk shit all day.
Oh, they immediately will turn
Like, that's
around.
all.
The second like a customer would drive away, you will be made fun of on what you're wearing, what you look like, how you sound. My employees would just bag on our customers.
Oh my god, this person's here again. I hate them.
They're very, very judgmental and purposely mess up drinks to be an asshole. So one of the things that I did not like about working there was the managers. The managers would talk bad about each other like two parents in a divorce. So one manager, we'll call her Harrietta. So Harrietta would always talk to me about another manager and how annoying she was and how much she couldn't stand her and blah, blah, blah. And I always thought that was kind of fishy that my manager was talking shit about another manager, because I was like, if she's talking shit to a random 18-year-old, I don't know what else she's saying. And then like she would talk about other like kids that were like 18 years old, and then there would be like a back and forth, like all of us would be like, oh, did you hear what blah 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 said about blah blah blah? So it was just really toxic, and you'd be scared to go to work because you would have to work with that person. Also, they would start private group messages just to bag on someone, because there's this like group chat thing that Dutch Bros like uses for scheduling and like talking to each other. Some people would start a separate group message, like on iMessage, just to, like, talk shit about someone. You could get someone fired easily just by telling a manager like a lie. A girl that didn't like me got me fired because she told my manager that I was cussing at my customers, which I am like a fucking sweetheart, so I don't know why. She was really, I'm not like judgmental, but that girl was really religious. She did not like people cussing. If you cuss, she'd get really pissed and immediately tell a manager. So she started telling managers that I was cussing at customers, which was a lie. So they decided to let me go because I had foul language and I was just
Too much personality for them.
Also, I'm gonna read my friend's experiences working at Dutch. Okay, so now I'm going to read a former employee as of like last week who worked there for, I believe she said 4 years she worked there, and she became a part of management. She said, when I was pregnant, I was put on bed rest, so I had to take FMLA. I was told before I even went on leave that I was going to get paid via sick hours. Am I slow? Accrued? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was happy knowing at the time that I had such a great support system. Yeah, they pretend like they're super supportive. You could literally say your grandma died and they'll be like, oh my god, that sucks. And then you try to call out for the funeral and they'll fire you. I was happy I had such a great support system, leaving so abruptly, but I was going to do whatever it took to keep my child safe, so I went on sick leave. I messaged and contacted my regional, my manager, my franchise owners very often, probably twice a month, about how I was getting paid. For the first 4 months, it was like, oh, you'll get it. We're working something out. You'll get paid next week. We're trying to figure out how we can pay you. Right after that, there was a rumor that I wasn't coming back. It was, oh, it's going to be illegal to pay you. Oh, we can't pay you because we have to schedule you. Technically, you used up all your sick time. And I looked up Oregon law. I am legally allowed to use my sick time if I'm on FMLA, regardless of being scheduled for a shift or not. These people were purposely not trying to pay me. I immediately contacted a lawyer to figure out a case and messaged them one last time to see if they're going to pay me. They refused. They told me that I was going to get paid no matter what I was doing. My managers stopped talking to me, and my franchise owners deleted my numbers. They didn't want anything to do with me. I contacted HR and told him about the minor, and I think she said incident. She's probably typing really fast. And they begged me not to contact and start a case, and asked me if I wanted all 6 hours paid out in full, and I told them yes, I would, but I would like further action. They told me that for right now, they don't know what consequences they would give my regional franchise owners. This sounds a lot like Dutch Bros, by the way. They could care less about your personal life. When I decided that I was coming back to Dutch Bros, I had a meeting with them before I could even do anything to sign paperwork saying that I was going to be an employee. Again, they cornered me and told me how disappointed they were in me for trying to file a lawsuit. Okay, so they will do that. They'll pull you into a bathroom and just like kind of attack you and make you cry and just feel bad for anything you've done. It could be over spilled milk. They used to tell me that I looked bad when I didn't wear makeup. To wear makeup, you had to have your nails done, you had to have your hair done, or you're fired.
That's at a lot of places, though.
It's pretty much a place for pretty white girls to work. Also, they expected like 18-year-olds to handle money, and if you messed up,
You were fired.
So basically, they hire young kids and manipulate them, and if they try to do anything back,
They'll just fire them.
a manager
Text.
would say the N-word all the time on shift, and I would call him out various times. A manager at Dutch called customers the hard R anytime they'd come to the stand, would leave and always make racist comments, and other employees didn't feel comfortable. They would report it, and they would not fire the person. They would kindly ask them to step down or stop saying it. Another manager stole thousands of dollars, and he was not asked to leave. This is true. They do say very racial things. They're very judgmental there. Another manager at Airport Way named
Katie
is racist and discriminates against all black employees of any kind. This is literally, like, I didn't even work at the stand this girl's talking about, and this is just like my stand. Basically, if you're black, your application is going in the garbage can. When I was called, she said, when I was called the N-word at work and called racial slurs from customers, my manager told me to ignore it and that they were joking. This is true. I would have customers call me names and do things to me, and we are not allowed to do anything back, and those customers are allowed to come back. We had this one customer invite girls to come to his house after work all the time, and they would continue to sell coffee to him and could care less. And at Cocha, everyone screamed the N-word, and it was all white people. Dutch Bros promised me assistant manager positions for years and then would give it to a white, tall, blonde lady instead every time. That is also true. Dutch Bros has officer discounts or police discounts because they're more likely because it's more likely that the cops came around to a certain stand that it would be less of a crime rate. Basically, they're saying like the cop would protect their stand more. When my friend was held at gunpoint at work, they didn't even ask her if she wanted to go home. They just had her go back to work. Also, the day that they fired me, they had me work a 5-hour shift first, just to call me back into the bathroom and fire me. Also, a car followed me all the way to work and stalked me, and then told them that they told them some shit about me, and I got in trouble since they believed what the guy said about me, even though he stalked me and followed me all the way to my fucking job. Yeah. Dutch Bros basically is they're a disposable job. It's a job to dispose of kids. They hire kids, white kids, train them, and then fire them, period. They could care less. If your mom dies, you're fired if you miss that day, period. Someone also asked me if they played favorites. I already went over this, but yes, they played favorites. So they'd schedule one girl like 4 times a week. Even if you were great at your job, like you'd work twice a week. They'd fire people for no reason. They call you names. Oh, and they played favorites. They'd throw parties, but then make a separate group chat and only invite like some people to the party so that you had to like watch and like see everyone without you having a great time. And then you'd be like, why didn't you invite me? And they'd be like,
Oh, I'm sorry, like we forgot.
So yeah, it was fun. I hope Dutch Bros gets their act together. The fact that they have a no gossip sticker in the bathroom and on the walls, and then the managers will call you ugly behind your back. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Oh wait, I just remembered. Also, managers would come to work drunk or hungover, still drunk after a party. One of the assistant managers invited me to a party. We went to a party together, and she ended up sleeping with my boyfriend. And so I tried to tell another manager, and they said that this has nothing to do with work and didn't care and continued to schedule me with this girl. So I had to work with the girl who slept with my boyfriend for like a month. That was amazing. I love you, Dutch Bros. Like, carry on. Also, their coffee sucks. It's literally, they do not care. They will make every drink different. Every drink.
So basically, to end this video, Dutch Bros is a fucked up place. If you work there, we feel sorry for you. And subscribe to Portland Baby. Follow her on Instagram. Like all her posts. Comment all her posts. Make her famous. Buy her OnlyFans.
Stop.
Period.